Everson, you just talk from this defensive pressure standpoint, where you feel the group is overall, and since you haven't had much time to play together yet, and just the importance this week when going against somebody like Wilson to get some consistent pressure and keep them hemmed in.
First and foremost, I feel like us as a group, we have to get lined up correctly. We have to get lined up correctly. We have to play our gaps correctly. And we have to not beat ourselves. We cannot beat ourselves. We have to get lined up. We have to make the tackles. We have to make the calls. And we got to get the ball back for our offense. Our whole objective this week is keep Russell in the pocket and don't let him scramble. And we have to do that by, getting back there, generating pressure. These past 2 games, we haven't been generating pressure that well. To be honest with you guys, and I feel like we got to do a better job at generating pressure. If that's putting big guys in the middle to get more push in the pocket, if that's switching it up, doing whatever we have to do to be able to generate that push in the middle, that's what we have to do.
Everson, we talked to Mike Nolan about that as well earlier in the week, and he said it's not necessarily what one guy's doing, but really the coordination or not full coordination of all of what you're doing together. What's been the key across your career to really getting the defensive linemen on the same page?
I think it starts with the fundamentals. Going back to the fundamentals of the game. Getting the call, getting lined up, getting in the right position, coming off the ball, executing the assignment, getting off the ball, playing fast. I think it's just the fundamentals of the game. This is a new group here, new coaching staff, so I feel like we're gelling. I feel like it's all coming together. We had a good day of work today out there at practice. I feel like guys flew around. I felt like we executed our assignments better. We got lined up quicker, and I feel like we just have to carry that over to the game each and every week.
How big of a difference is it rushing from having a hand on the ground to rushing standing up?
It's a big difference. I've been doing it. With my hand in the dirt for the past 10 years now, and standing up a little bit. It's a little different, but I'm gonna get the hang of it. But I feel like I'm gonna go more back to my 3-point stance. That's where I'm more comfortable at, and I'm gonna come off the ball and I'm gonna strike, and I'm gonna do it at a high level. To be able to go out there and get this victory for my team. I feel like all the guys are ready on the defense side of the ball to go out there, execute their assignments, and be productive. Do your job, execute the assignment, and go out there and win the game.
When you look at the tape of yourself, how would you assess how you've played the first 2 weeks of the season?
It's early. It's really early. I think that I'm getting into my groove. It's early. This is week 2 of regular season. No off-season training. I was training on my own, doing everything possible to be able to get ready for the season. But football, rushing the passer is the hardest thing to do in any sports. You got to beat a tackle, then you got to get the quarterback. So, it just takes getting into the groove and, rehearsing it each and every day. Repetition. Without repetition, and I think that's what we got to do day in and day out, and that's what we did today as a group. I think Dak looked great today. Zeke looked great, so I think we just got to keep on putting it together, and I think we got a big chance to go out there and beat Seattle.
What's the key to challenge of Wilson?
What?
This week, what's the key to containing Russell Wilson this week?
I think the key is, stopping and run first and foremost. We got to be great stopping and run. That's number 1, being great stopping and run. And number 2 is we got to get in his face. Russell, we all know he's a smaller dude, but that still doesn't stop him. He's been playing lights out. He's been throwing balls, incredible. He's been doing a great job. He's playing at a high level right now, but it's up to the D-line to generate the pressure, get him back on his feet, affect him, get the ball out, but also playing your keys and doing your job.
They talk about the challenge of just not getting the pressure, but getting him on the ground. It's one thing to get his face, another thing to get him on the ground. He'll lose a lot of sacks.
Yeah, he does. If you watch a good amount of tape, quarterbacks, they all like escaping through that B gap. So, he's a big B gap escaper, but he also will take that little jab step and go outside to make you miss. So I feel like, we got to be smart with our rushes. We can't have no drive-by rushes. We have to power down on the tackle's outside edge, collapse the pocket, and get in his face and be able to affect them early and often.
you said earlier, such a physical position, and not having a preseason to kind of get into the groove as far as the physical nature of the position to be successful. Was that a bit of a delay as far as where you would normally like to be at this point going into a season?
Oh, I feel great, man. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be a Dallas Cowboy. I feel like it's around the league. Look how many injuries there's been around the league. ACLs and ACLs, Achilles, knees, back, shoulders. You know, it's just this type of year. Looking back in 2012 when there was a lockout, you know, there was tons of injuries. So I think the thing is, like, you know, this is the first time we had contact. You know, some teams, for us, our first game was our first contact. So I feel like we just got to catch a groove, and we all got to gel. And once that's come together, we're gonna be completely fine. I'm not worried one bit.
Everson, you talked a little bit about no fans in the stands and things like that. Have you found yourself, like, I don't know, trying to listen to the other team, like when they're in the huddle, trying to get the call, do anything like that?
Not really. You know, the most important thing is the call that we have. Whatever call that our coach call in, that's the most important call. Listening to the quarterback, listening to his calls and all that. I'm gonna get the call, get lined up, and go hit somebody in the mouth.
Anything else?
Go ahead.
I wanted to follow up a little bit on your 2-point versus 3-point stance.
Yeah. What about it?
Do you plan on being in a 3-point stance more this Sunday, with your hand in dirt more this Sunday than the first 2 weeks of the season?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's where I'm more comfortable at. You know, I was trying to work it in and out, you know, and seeing where my comfortability was, you know, trying to see, do I like the 2-point, do I like the 3-point, and I'm a 3-point man. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure I get down to my 3-point where I can be more powerful with my hands and in my feet, and I can get on guys quicker and be able to attack and move my feet better and go out there and execute my assignment and get the job done.
George, did you have a question?
Everson, what stands out most to you from, I think you played Seattle 5 times maybe, at least in the regular season. What stands out most about those games and playing Russell previously?
You know, Seattle offensively, you know, they're gonna stick to what they do. You know, they're gonna get the running back on the perimeter. They're gonna try to run the ball downhill. They're gonna get Russell. Russell gonna have the ball in his hands as much as possible. You know, he's a playmaker. They have good wide receivers over there, DK and Lockett. So we have to be able to strap them up, and we got to be able to stop the run. They got a good running back over there too. So our main objective is right now is line up, get the call, get a line right, and go play fast.